As you step in, make sure to hit the like button. I really would appreciate that. Not sure how long I'm going to be doing this live stream. You see the topic. If you haven't been under a rock over the last 24 hours, you know what's been going on. I was told that the guy was an ICU nurse, and allegedly he was, hey, cynical one, how are you? Hey, Cheryl Burnett, how are you doing? I'm still sick with we got Ronald McDonald as coach. Disgusting. I mean, I'm Mike McCarthy. I can't tell the difference. I don't know if it's Mike McCarthy, Jenny McCarthy, Melissa McCarthy. Don't care. It's just so terrible being a Steeler fan right now. It's actually embarrassing. We've become the Jets. Isn't that terrific? Um, well, let me start. As you know, Alex Presti was unalive by ICE agents. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, it's crazy over here too. Hey, TCOG, what's going on, man? Uh, I almost wish I was talking about the Steelers. That'd be a little easier to talk about. But here, and I know there might be a few people who won't agree with me, and I get it. That's fine. Yeah, this snow is crazy. It's up here in New York too. Believe me, we've got about, I want to say, 8 inches now. So it's really, really crazy. Really crazy. Um, as we all know, what's going on after Mr. Presti was unalived. Um, I've seen about three different angles of it. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not even bringing up. In fact, I apologize for any Steeler fans here for even bringing up the Steelers. I'm not going to talk about them for a minute. I might not watch a game this year, but I digress. Let me stick to the topic at hand here. Now, y'all know I get sidetracked really. You guys know I get sidetracked really easy. So, and thanks for bearing with me, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know I get sidetracked real easy, especially when it comes to my Steelers. But we all know that what's been going on in Minneapolis has been really crazy, and it shows the division within the United States, and it shows the division between certain people in the Democratic Party and, of course, the certain people in the Republican Party. This country has, I don't want to say it's never been as divided as it's been, because it really has. But we have to remember, people, we have to put facts over feelings when it comes to what's going on in Minneapolis. And I'll explain it. He said the family of the last victim made a statement through their lawyer. Okay. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a little bit of pushback here. And you know what? I'm fine with it. And I'm fine with people not agreeing with me. I am not fine with people trying to disrespect me. That's not going to happen. I do have a quick trigger. Maybe that's my time in the Marines, but I digress. Um, do I feel? Yeah, it's crazy. But you know what it also is? It's not our fight. And I'll explain that. Because some of these, when I hear Jasmine Crockett, and listen, I like Jasmine Crockett at times because she really got into, listen, she exposed Marjorie Taylor Greene. Well, she was exposed before that, but when Jasmine Crockett is right, she can be right. But when she's wrong, when you compare the ICE, what's going on with the ICE protests and bring race into it, let's pump the brakes here, Miss Crockett. What ICE is doing is dealing with something totally different. This is not see what's happening is, and I see the game that the Minneapolis mayor and the governor is playing. And let's face it, they're both playing games, both sides. But I'm on the side of right. See, they're trying to equate what's going on with ICE with our civil rights movement in the 60s. It's not anywhere near the same thing. And you know what's funny? And I'm not saying, first of all, Mr. Presti did not deserve to be unalived. I will say that. But what I will ask is, dude, if it is a peaceful protest, why are you jumping in with firearm and loaded ammo? It's supposed to be a peaceful protest. There should be no need for any ammunition there. That's the first one. The second one, these people in Minnesota, the people who are all of a sudden speaking up right now, did you hear these guys at all when George Floyd was unalived by a bunch of crooked cops? Did you hear anything out of them at all at that time? I know I didn't. Or better yet, did you hear anything about them when Philando Castile was unalived by a crooked cop? And that cop got off. He was acquitted. And he wasn't armed with a gun. He just happened to have the gun in sight, but it was not, he wasn't armed with it. And he was licensed to carry. And he got murdered. I mean, unalived, excuse me. And it was crickets. But when this guy, and believe me, if this was, and if it was the other way around, if it was one of us, it's why these same questions would be asked. You know it. I know it. Everybody around here knows it. Anybody within this platform knows it. There were huge protests. I know the George Floyd protests there was. There was nothing about Mr. Castile. Nothing. The George Floyd thing was different. But still, there were people demonizing George Floyd. He was this, he was that. The fact of the matter was, he wasn't armed. And he was choked out. He was unalive. The man did not deserve to get killed. That being said, he volunteered to be part of a protest, and he jumped in and interfered with what they were doing. George Floyd didn't do that. Philando Castile didn't do that. So this is not the same. I don't know if you guys have seen a lot of the footage of these so-called protests. Some of them are protesting the right way. And we're not talking about those people. But we're talking about the people who are attacking the ICE agents while they're actually doing their job. That's insane. Our civil rights movement, we weren't attacking the police. But the police were sicking dogs on us, hosing us down. But I guess it's okay. You're saying ICE are murderers. Okay. And listen, I'm not saying that, especially this man here, I don't think he deserved to be unalive. I don't believe he's deserved to be unalived at all. And did he have the right to carry? Yes, he did. He definitely had the right to carry. But I don't know if it was a wise idea to confront ICE with that. ICE has been okay. ICE has been exposed as the Klan and the Gestapo, and when they're done terrorizing the Hispanics, they're coming for the Black Americans. Newsflash, they've been coming for us from the beginning. This is nothing new. But that don't mean we have to volunteer for the crap either. I mean, unfortunately, that's a byproduct of being here. Is we have been attacked in the past, and we continue to be attacked. We're attacked right now, but this is not that. And I don't feel we should be anywhere near the protests. Hey, Feronia, how are you? So good to see you. I don't feel we need to be anywhere near those protests. History is repeating itself. But it's history, they're trying to fit the narrative a certain way. Oh, I'm fine. Thank you for asking, Feronia. See, the ICE protesters, some, not all. And I have to really make sure that that's differentiated because not all of the protesters are doing these things. And that's also part of the problem here. Everybody wants to put somebody in a box. Everybody wants to do a one size fits all. And that's not the way it is. It's not. And it's sad because everybody's going to get lumped that way because of the actions of a few. But it is pretty weird to see it happening when the shoe's on the other foot, because so many times it's always us. Barra recordings, I could not agree with you anymore. And that is the Malcolm X. When Kennedy was assassinated, he said that the chickens were coming home to roost. And if you remember, that's also was the beginning of the end of Malcolm X in the Nation of Islam, because they silenced him for, I believe, 30 days. And then we all know what happened when he found out about what was going on within the nation, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the 26 pregnant women. But that's another chapter in another book. But you cannot equate this with the civil rights movements of the 50s and 60s. You cannot do it. And you can't even equate that with George Floyd or Philando Castile. And it's amazing how they have kept silent about Philando Castile. And that was eerily similar because remember, he was licensed to carry a firearm, but his firearm was in the glove compartment. He was not reaching for it, and he was unalived. But you didn't hear anything from Minnesota government then. You didn't hear from the Minnesota mayor, the Minnesota governor, and you didn't hear from the mayor of whatever city that Philando Castile was out of, because it was on the outskirts of Minneapolis. I do remember that. We heard absolutely nothing. But meanwhile, and let's look at the deaths. Now, I can't speak on the second one, because I don't know enough of that one. Well, there's actually been two deaths, two unalivings, excuse me, and one injury. The first one, the lady clearly hit the ICE agent. Now, I don't think that she meant to hit the ICE agent. I think that she was more fright and flight. I do believe that. I think she was a little scared, and she panicked. But and here's the thing, she was warned beforehand, because she was putting herself in harm's way by the ICE agents who, to be quite honest, showed a lot of restraint. And once she hit the ICE agent, listen, how many times are we as a people told we need to comply? If she had complied, this wouldn't have happened. How many times have we been told that? What she did could be deemed assault with a deadly weapon. And again, this is facts over feelings. No matter how you feel about the ICE agents being there, they're there. Their job is to get rid of people who should not be here. Now, when they cross the line and they mess with people who should be here, it's a problem. I get it. But is it up to us to jump in? We need to take care of business when it comes to us first. We're gonna stop this inviting everybody to the damn cookout deal, okay? When things happen with our people, this is crickets. You want to play Captain Save It illegal? Yeah, have at it. I'm not talking about the legal immigrants, people. I'm talking about the people who came here illegally, came here the wrong way. I'm not talking about the people that should be here. And don't try and scare me with well, they're going to come for you guys. They've been coming for us since we've been here. You serious? Try and gaslight and scare me. If anything, that pisses me more off. Shoot, I might start playing Ice Ice Baby. Are you serious? Don't try and scare me to, they're coming for you guys next. Man, they've been coming for us since we were born here in chains. Stop it. Leave us out of that. Jeez. Jeez, that drives me crazy when they try that. How about get out the damn way when the ICE agent is trying to conduct their investigation, which has nothing to do with you? How about not throwing stuff at them? How about not spitting on them? You do realize that's assault, right? And again, I'm not talking about the peaceful protesters. And if those guys are being bothered, that's a whole different ball game. Ma, you hit an ICE agent with an SUV. That is assault with a deadly weapon. And you know how trigger happy some of these people are. Are you serious? You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Jeez. And any of our people that want to volunteer for that, really? We're going to volunteer for. And hold it. A lot of these people who are crying about this, they voted for this. Now you have voters remorse now? Oh well. They're gonna Their timing could not be any worse. And I will call them back later. Oh gosh. I'm gonna have to come back, ladies and gentlemen. UncleClaude saying I'll be back.